not in favor of them releasing him based upon what they've done in the wake of that. They haven't filled the void at tight end, and they really haven't done anything with the money. They may, but they haven't yet, which still hasn't justified the release. And based upon the information available, the information that's not available was the time he may or may not, you could come up with all kinds of things and get you released immediately. Did he spit on Patricia's desk? Did he take a swing and miss at Matthew Stafford? Stuff that we don't know about that might have led to that. It could have been. Be clear, I made all that up, but I'm not going to sit here and say that they're morons for releasing him when they have all the information, but they just released him, and just to release him, I wasn't in favor of that move. But I said from day one, when he got drafted, his personality is going to be part of the story.
Yeah, the guy was targeted 86 times each of the last 2 years. I think that shows a pretty good effort in getting him the football, don't you?
I think there was an effort to get him the football.
It's 86 times each of the last 2 years.
Here's the feedback. Very unfair to Ebron. For all of his other misguided tweets before, he has never thrown a teammate under the bus. That's from James in East Point.
The more I hear the quote and read the quote, guys, I really don't think he's throwing shade at Stafford. And I'll admit, the first time I heard it, I was like, whoa, shade at Stafford and the Lions. But the more I think about it and hear it, like I said, I think he's just talking about any new team that he goes to. He's like, hey, I want to go somewhere where I can get the ball. He's not going to say, I really wanted to go somewhere where I can be a blocking tight end. I really want to pull,
the only
around
problem
and lead
is
the way.
Is that he mentions a quarterback. Not that he mentions Andrew Luck, but he does. He mentions the position quarterback, where a quarterback,
Well, yeah, I think he would say that with any quarterback.
But if he had said, I want to go somewhere, I was going to go somewhere where they get me the football, and that was the end, I think that's fine. But he throws the word quarterback in there and then specifically mentions a quarterback after that. I think he is a little bit throwing some shade at
I think he does that because Andrew Luck is a big name. Now, he wouldn't say, I can't wait for Tom Savage to get me the ball. If it's a big name quarterback, yeah, you get on his good side. You mention him. Hey, can't wait to play with Tom Brady. Can't wait to play with Russell Wilson. The guy can get me the ball. I think that's the reason why you mentioned Andrew Luck's name.
It can be.
It was clear as day he was talking about the teams that he was looking at going to. He had no choice to come back to Detroit. You need first-grade comprehension skills to understand that. Come on, guys. Next one. I don't think Ebron deserves the benefit of the doubt considering how much smack he talks on Twitter. Next one. Based on Ebron's pro career so far, work with me the way I need to be worked with must translate to don't launch the pass to me, run to my end of the pass and catch it as well. That's from DR in Ferndale. And then there's this regarding Michigan State. This is a disgusting segment on MSU. Judging how someone responds to being sexually assaulted or how long they take to come forward is heinous. This is victim shaming. It's from an unnamed texter. I don't know if it's that, but 248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136. We'll continue taking your phone calls, texts, and tweets on all that. But we promise we get to this. Bob Quinn, speaking yesterday regarding the draft and the pick at 20, said the following. I could probably narrow it down to 5 or 6 guys right now. That could all change tomorrow, but as I'm sitting here right now, I could probably rattle off a few, but I won't. So, of course, we will. Who are the 5 or 6 guys? Can we come up with a list of givens, the RSTLNN? We just think they have to be on the list of 5 or 6 guys. Who has to be on the list of 5 or 6 guys?
Well, I think you look at you start with defensive ends and throw a group of players there. I think you look at a couple running backs, or at least one running back. I think at 20, be Geis.
Let's just let's just see if we all agree. Kang, do you agree? Do you think Geis is one of the 5 or 6 guys?
I think he is. I think I'm with Gator on that one. What do you think? Do we need 2 out of 3 or unanimous?
I think it needs to be unanimous to put him definitively on the list.
I'm gonna vote. You're in.
I vote Geis is on
like
the
American
list.
Idol.
Well, do we?
Okay, Geis. I said Geis is in.
I said Geis is in.
So
is he going to Hollywood?
We all 3 say Geis is in.
All right. So
here's your ticket. Welcome to Hollywood or
okay.
Detroit.
Now let's go. I'll look at defensive ends. Do I think
Can I bring one up?
Yeah.
I think Harold Landry's on the list, the defensive end from Boston College. I mean, his defensive coordinator's here now. How can he not be on the list?
I think he's on the list.
Here's your golden ticket. You're going to Hollywood.
He's going to
All right,
Hollywood.
so Harold Landry is on the list.
Ken, you got one?
I got to tell you, I'm just before Ken goes, I might stop right there. I might not know who else is on the I can definitively say is on the list. But, Ken, you got someone to nominate?
I'm with you, Doug, on this more than not. But if I have to throw a name out there, I'm going to say Marcus Davenport is on that list.
I think he's on that list. If you're going to have Landry on, you got to have Davenport on the list.
Hey, let me check one thing first, okay? Do you mind?
Kind of mind.
Not enough falsetto. Need more falsetto.
I'm not feeling it, dog.
I'm not feeling a dog yet, but I might be feeling. Just give me a second here, okay?
He's going to feel Harold Landry, but he's not going to feel Marcus Davenport.
Well, there's a big reason why. Is Paul Pasqualoni comes to Detroit as the defensive coordinator, right? Mm-hmm. He was the D-line coach at Boston College.
Yeah.
Didn't they bring in a guy from UTSA?
I don't know about that. I
thought they
think
did,
that
but
Davenport is rated higher than Harold Landry, yet he could still fall to the lines at 20. I think they would eye him at 20 if they're going to eye a defensive end.
I guess they're
probably eyeing several.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I am not convinced he's on the list.
What doesn't convince you that he's on the list? I'm just curious. What's your reason for him not being on the list?
I don't know that they want somebody that raw. Let me start with that. They've been through it with Ziggy. They may not want to do it again. But also, the thing with Landry that pushed me over the top was the staff.
That's fine. I get that, but it's not about Landry. This is about Davenport.
I know, but I don't have that same evidence with. Although I swear they had somebody from UTSA that they brought in. And they do. Bo Davis. Bo Davis, who was that D-line coach at Alabama. So I'll go ahead and grant you that.
Okay.
I'll give you Marcus Davenport.
We got 3 now. How about Maurice Hurst?
I'm not convinced he's on the list.
I'm not either. I think that's going to have to be a people's vote.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that would have to be up to the people. Let me bring one up here.
I know what you're going to do. Go ahead.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is Isaiah Wynn on the list? The guard from Georgia. Because I feel like the likelihood of them taking an offensive lineman early in this draft has risen exponentially since the start of our draft discussion. And he seems like the kind of guy that'd be available about the time they're picking.
I'll go ahead of Gator, and I'm going to say I think he is. I think the versatility of him playing guard and tackle, I think Quinn saw what happened last year when the injuries hit. They had no one to replace him. He went out and got these like 1 year stopgap guys, so I don't know if that's going to work for him long term. I think he's on the list.
All right. Did Gator say you thought he was on the list?
I didn't say he's
No, he
ahead
said I was going to go ahead of him.
I'm going to follow that with this then. If you think that he's on the list, then Will Hernandez has to be on the list too. The guard from UTEP, who is also versatile and higher rated by lots of people.
Well, is he too highly rated, or do you think he'll be around that area?
Well, I mean, if we're looking at 5 or 6 guys, I think we narrow down by positions, and I think this is where we're starting to do it. I think you're looking at defensive ends, outside linebacker types, and we get a running back.
I'm not sure. I feel like if we're not sure, you can't say you think he's going to be on the list. But 248-539-9797. So what we agree on, Harold Landry, Darius Geis, Marcus Davenport. That we agree on.
Yes.
Question is, if there's 5 or 6 guys, who else has to be on that list? 248-539-9797. Open lines. Karsch and Anderson, 97.1.